Hey, Lucky Larry back with you. Thanks for staying with me here on the Ouachita Trail at mile 46.3. We leave Oklahoma and enter the state of Arkansas, the natural state. At just a couple of miles into Arkansas, at mile 49.5, the trail leads us past the Pioneer Cemetery. The inscriptions on most of the headstones have faded with time. One of the graves is said to be that of a small girl who climbed a tree to escape wolves while gathering firewood one bitterly cold evening. Her body was found frozen in the tree the following morning. At about mile 57, the trail crosses a footbridge over a small stream and then onto a set of train tracks. As I stood on the tracks, I heard a train approaching. As a boy, I was fascinated with trains, as I guess most boys are. I remember lying in bed on hot summer nights next to the open window and hearing a train in the distance, or standing beside the tracks watching a train go by, sometimes counting the cars, or dreaming of riding the rails to some far-flung destination. Little Rock, Kansas City, Dallas, maybe Memphis. I heard Elvis lived there. These were places that I could only dream of seeing. I always hoped to see someone on the caboose and hoped that they would wave back at me. And as I stood there, I was, once again, for a few minutes, that little boy. This is like art to me. This is frost that is pushed up from the ground and pushed up the soil above it. Just pushed it up here. I'll give it a little. These are like frost. Breakfast in bed, Hunter Gap Shelter, Ouachita Trail, about mile 80. So I feel like I'm making some really good progress. It was really cold last night, so I just stay in my sleeping bag, eat me some oatmeal up here on the stove, and eat breakfast in bed. Not a bad deal. You know, when it's cold like this, I think it's about 24, 25 degrees. It's very important that you tuck your electronics, batteries, your phone needs to go inside your sleeping bag with you, or your phone will just be toast from the cold weather. The batteries will just completely die. So it's very important to remember that. Also, that you, if you're using a filter like a Sawyer filter, which I use to filter water, that you keep that inside the bag with you too, because if it ever freezes, it's not going to be any good to use anymore. I'll get up here in a little bit and be on my way. Here's something that has always fascinated me. These are called frost flowers or frost ribbons. On the coldest mornings, I saw these on more than one occasion on the trail. They form when thin layers of ice are extruded from the stems of plants when they freeze at night. Frost flowers.
Any of you hikers that are out there, if you happen to watch this, I have a question. I wonder, do you sing a lot when you're hiking on the trail? Do you make up silly songs? Well, I sure do. I wonder also, do you talk to yourself a lot? Let me know what you do. Think about it. Put it in the comment section. Came in camp last night, just stumbling, struggling. I was so tired. Every bone, every joint in my body seemed to be aching. I really pushed myself too hard yesterday. But no matter how tough and challenging a day that you might be having, you just never know what tomorrow's going to bring. I had no idea that I would wake up this morning full of vim, vigor, and vitality, feeling vigorous, virile, and potent, strong that is, and just feeling really good. I'm anxious to get back on the trail. If you're having a bad day today, tomorrow might be a terrific day. You never know what tomorrow's going to bring. Packing stuff up and unpacking stuff at the end of the day are probably my least favorite chores on the trail, and I'm not by any means an expert hiker. Been hiking a long time, been doing a lot of backpacking in my life, but I still seem like every day I just kind of muddle along and try to figure it out. But I have a lot of fun doing it. Woke up this morning to the sound of ice falling heavy on the metal roof of that shelter. Decided I better get off to an early start. So we got a little ice, we got a little snow falling. I don't know if you can see it or not. And it's really, the trail is very easy here. It goes along an old forest road. So, yeah, beautiful to look at. Not bad hiking. January the 21st, 2020. Still walking along here. It is a beautiful, beautiful day for a hike. What a nice surprise. What a nice surprise. You know, you'd think that snow or ice, freezing rain would make it for miserable hiking conditions, but it's not. It's beautiful. I'm enchanted. When I was a little boy, I learned a poem that I was thinking of earlier. Do you fear the force of the wind, slash of the rain? Go face them and fight them. Be savage again. Go hungry and cold like the wolf. Go wade like the crane. The palms of your hands will thicken. The skin on your cheek will tan. You'll grow ragged and weary and swarthy, but you'll walk like a man. I don't remember the poet's name. Maybe I can put it in the on the screen here where you can see what it is. the Ouachita Trail, folks. Beautiful. Let's see, I'll spend tonight in one shelter, and then the next night I'm going to take I think I'm going to take a 0 day in Mount Ida, Arkansas. Never been there, looking forward to it. So we'll be there when we get there, but I'll tell you right now, what I'm doing is I'm just soaking up the beauty of these woods. Really appreciate you watching my adventure, folks. Hey everybody, this is Suck Mountain Shelter. I don't know how I got its name, but you know, coming up to the top of this mountain, I was sucking air the whole time, like. Now the last mountain I came up was called Blowout Mountain, and I don't know how that got its name either, but I was blowing out the whole time. Between the two, I sound like a little steam-powered locomotive the whole time. But I'm glad to be here. Suck Mountain Shelter. Okay, a little tour inside the Suck Mountain Shelter here. Now this is pretty typical of all the shelters here on the Ouachita Trail, and they're about every 10-ish miles. You've got a raised platform. Usually there's a tarp. You can lay a tarp out there. Also come equipped with a broom and a shovel so you can clean up after yourself. A little reminder, if you pack it in, pack it out. And a trail log should be in that box over there. There's usually a box with a trail log so people can put notes about their experiences on the trail. In front of the raised platform, there is usually pea gravel surface like you see here. Those chairs are not typical. Those are the first set of chairs I've seen in this shelter, but I'm glad they're here. So you got pea gravel out front. You got some shelves here so you can fix your dinner, take care of things, hang things up. It's very, very convenient. Just having a place to sit feels so good. Over here, a picnic table is usually provided, and a fire ring. Pretty nice digs, really. I had arrived at Suck Mountain Shelter at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It being too early to set up camp, I decided to press on, but not being able to make the next shelter, I ended up in my tent for the night. That was the night of the ice storm. I woke up during the night to the sounds of breaking limbs. Discovered in the morning that even a few trees had fallen over. A pretty uncomfortable way to spend the night, but the uncomfortable night gave way to a beautiful morning. The ice is melting. Kind of looks like snow. Just the ice melting from the trees. I wonder what kind of little critter lives down there. I don't know, but I think I won't knock. I better let him be. Picture of the trail ahead. Beautiful, but kind of messy. Thank you so much for watching the video. It's really nice to be able to bring you a sample of the beautiful things I experience on the trail. Please like and subscribe and tap that notification bell icon so you don't miss an episode. There are more to come. I love you folks. Take care of one another. Go in peace. And oh yeah, happy trails, y'all.